Damn, Nikki Lynn, that sucks. Yeah, that's it, Tamara and Lot. If I'm gonna call you Lot or Lizard, I'm gonna call you Lizard. And it wasn't even like, well, that was from yesterday. Today the issue was the phone I had loaned her. She got back online and was talking about us, and I had gotten a message from someone that said, "Hey, that girl's online talking about you." Hey, Shelby. I didn't see you pop even in. I don't know. And the message that she tried to text me, she had an old phone number, which happened to be to that phone that I gave her, and I didn't even know that phone could still get text. She got the text and read her name, and the text and the phone number and everything went out online. So she did that. No, it wasn't even the digital person. This was a friend of ours that we actually knew here. Like, we've hung out with her. We've had her in our room. Angela's went and hung out with her room. We've given her rides and everything. And she tried to make it sound like she's helped us out so much. And then offered gas. She never offered gas money for the rides. And I never asked for it. That's messed up, Nikki. That is messed up. But the system doesn't want you to get any help.
My thing is, she said she was trying to help me, or I asked her to help me find a job.
Yeah.
Why would I ask her to help me find a job in my own hometown? She's not even from.
Yeah, she kept saying, Angela kept asking her to help her find a job.
Like, she don't know anybody.
And like, she's got a job, but she also wanted to leave that job the other night for a job that she thinks she has for a place that's not even open yet. Exactly. I don't know why, hey, can you help me get a job here would be such a bad thing. And so, like, these awareness pages are always like, y'all need to get a job. And then we go to work and then they screw us over. Walking on Sunshine, I haven't said anything about needing any money. So, truth be told, though, we could use some help with the room. But ain't nobody said anything about ain't nobody said anything about money. But, I've probably dry begged a couple of times, I learned that if you say you want something, that's dry begging. So. The girl wanted some attention. The crap last night, we barricaded her in her room. That's bull crap. When the owner was standing right there with my wife. Nikki, I understand that. But today I had to get I got the law involved to get the phone back. And even being and this will be twisted around on me, even in being, during all this stuff, her being two-faced and everything, I told the cop, I said, I'll be happy if she factory resets the phone in front of you so she can't get on any of my stuff, because she was getting on my Facebook, my TikTok, she was getting on everything. I said, I would be happy if she factory resets the phone right in front of you and pulls the SIMS card out and hands it to you. No medicine should be that high. Angela's had some seizure meds that was $400 and $500 that there was no way we could get. Well, they told, when they called the cops, they said the awareness who called, I don't know which one called, they called for her because they didn't want her to get off the live. They were so concerned about her, but they didn't want her to get off the live. So when the cops came, it was like, well, y'all obviously don't have her barricaded in her room like they're telling us right now. They was still like on the phone, like, oh, she's barricaded in the room, they won't leave. And we was in our room. Angela was standing up there talking to the owner for a while. I came back and finished my supper. And then they started talking on their live about, oh, the cops are there, cops are there. And we just walked outside and walked up front and met the cops. Because I hadn't done anything wrong. It's not a crime to knock on someone's door. It's not a crime to holler at somebody. We didn't get the phone back. Like I said, I told the cop. She said the phone was given to her. And I was like, well, it was loaned to her. And like I said, I told the cop, I said, if she says that, and he's like, well, if it becomes she said it was given to her, he's like, I technically can't take it back. Y'all have to settle that, some other way. And so when I told the cop, I was like, well, she says that, if she'll factory reset it in front of you and give you the SIMS card, I don't even care about the phone. It was just a cheap little phone anyway. There's not much between trolls and awareness pages. There's really not much between them. At least the awareness that I've seen. They're nothing but, they just want to be famous. When we get gifts sent to us, we recycle them. Yeah, you recycle them by sending them to the other members of your group. That's really recycling your gifts. You're just sending the money to somebody else for them to cash out. So, yeah. But there's no difference between a troll and an awareness page on. And there might be some decent awareness pages out there. I'm saying the ones that I've dealt with. Princess Phoenix, I don't guess you listened or heard. We don't have a job anymore. Simply because some of the awareness pages have gotten together and they called our job and got us fired. If I'd got paid today, I wouldn't need the help. I'd have it. If they'd have left us alone, we wouldn't need help at all. Everything would be paid. Amber Lynn, I've dealt with quite a few of them. And the majority of them fall into the category of nothing but a bunch of bullies who do everything from making fun of people, body shaming, and they can say they don't all they want. I need to go get all these screenshots where they said it on the Reddit page and start showing them, but y'all will probably just twist that to that's me playing the victim. That's me just, Princess Phoenix, you are, see this again, bold-faced lie. Nobody said last night that I had a check being deposited and we looked at our bank. Hey, Cassidy. We got our last checks last week. And see, this is what I'm saying, like, thank you, Miranda. This is what they do. they say something and they think if they can get enough people saying it, it becomes the truth. I can say all day long that, hey, this pillow's purple. And if I can convince enough of y'all that it's purple, y'all will fight that it's purple. But we didn't get any help for tomorrow. I'm still waiting on an answer about that. We got tonight covered. Right now, tomorrow's up in the air. Could be in the morning before I get the help. I know that pushes it. And oh, exactly, Miranda. And they jumped all over that shit last night. Jumped all over it. Played that girl out to be just the biggest victim ever. It's just the lies that I keep saying. So they're telling the truth, right? Yes, Charles. Nope. Didn't say I had the whole week covered. Said that I had some help coming that might cover the whole week. It's just, and I'm not even asking for anything right now, but I'm still getting bombarded by stuff, guys. I'm just on here talking crap. I was supposed to tell y'all not to block Sharon. I forgot. I know who Sharon is. That's my fault. I didn't tell y'all. I do believe she was responding back to the people about lying on us. That was my bad. I should have told you guys not to block her. I forgot, actually. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back, guys. Had to. I totally forgot to tell my mods that I know.
Sharon.
Yeah. So I'm getting her unblocked. So Sharon comes back home. Don't block her, guys. Like I said, I know who she is, and that was my bad. I forgot to tell y'all. So, but yeah, again, I'm just sitting here talking, waiting on supper to be done, and haven't asked for anything, but still, it's the same stuff. And the amount of text that I've seen, the stuff on Reddit about people saying they can't wait for me and her to be staying in our car this summer and sweating our asses off, and they can't wait to see us not have the hotel room. Hang on. Can I see who's been blocked this live? Y'all know I don't know this stuff too well. I've really done better about not reading it. Thank you, Billy Joe. I just found it. I always lose where where everything's at. I've been trying to do better about not reading Reddit. But I tell you what's the side that people don't see, and I appreciate everybody who tries to help. I really do. In this sense, not like trying to help, like helping us keep the room or something. Billy Joe, we haven't ate yet. I don't know what she's actually fixing. It's going to be a surprise for us all. But anyway, what was I saying, guys? I'm really just checked out. Like, I can't stay focused. So many people during the day has been messaging me. This one said this. This one said that. This one's saying this. Then I'll get screenshots of stuff that's been said. And the screenshots sometimes are really, really, really good. Shorty, I didn't sleep much last night, and I'm not going to get much sleep tonight. Sometimes the screenshots hold some people accountable. I guess unless I show them, because I showed some screenshots and got accused of photoshopping them. Come on. You know, I showed a screenshot of something that was said against me, and, you know, you photoshopped that. I didn't say that, and everybody believed that, and didn't believe what I was posting. So, and I don't edit my screenshots. I show the whole thing. Whether if I say something on it that makes me look bad, you just get to see it. I don't cropped it down to just the box that I want people to see. Shorty, I'm so stressed and worried and depressed and mentally checked out. And it's because it's nonstop. It's like 6 o'clock this morning. I had a message that said, they're talking about you on another live. And then a screenshot where they had mine and Angela's picture up. 6 o'clock. And then a couple hours later, there was something else. And then 10 o'clock, it was something else. Then 11 o'clock, that's when I found out about my old phone getting text and the girl reading and doxing people's full names on there. They really don't. It's all day. And then when you go, and I've questioned this, I was like, what do they do for a living where they can sit all day long on TikTok? I can enlighten me. Help me out with that. We all want to know that question, right? We all want to know how to sit on TikTok all day long and not worry about anything. Not have to worry about bills. Not have to worry about money. It's like, I don't get it. But anyway, it's like everything started with the phone. So I had to get the police involved in that, because I didn't have to, but that was the smartest thing to do. At that point, it's the police officer going, hey, this is what's going on. He came over here and did this and said this to me. It was a police officer who went and took care of the issue. Now, I did not send the police officer to her job, but he went. Yeah, Miranda. A lot of them are, or a lot of them at least want to make you think they're in a different country. They're smart enough to ping their stuff off of a different tower. So, hey, Amy, how are you doing? So the cop came over here. He went and knocked on the door. I'm guessing the husband, boyfriend. I agree with you, Sharon. The husband and boyfriend, or our boyfriend, whatever he is. I don't know if he's a husband or a boyfriend. I've heard her say both. Went and told them, hey, she's not here, she's at work. And told him where she worked. He comes back over and knocks on my door. He's like, I'm going to her job to get the phone. If I can't get the phone, if she says the phone was given to her, then I'll get done something. And the cop did. I mean, for once, one of the cops around here got something done. Amy, tired, stressed, and ready to get past this crap. No, but he went, did get the phone back. She said that she told him that we gave her the phone. But he had her factory reset it right in front of him, and he got the SIMS cards out of it. So, yeah, I mean, exactly. So, the one that got doxxed on there is not going to put up with it. I know for a fact. Not going to put up with it. So. And the one that got doxxed does not have their full name on here. Nowhere on here. So to dox them completely out, and then to post a screenshot of a conversation you had with them, and then have that same phone number on there. Like if it was my phone number, it would have been, everybody would have had it. So it's just kind of like, but with me coming on here and just talking about this to you guys, I'm playing the victim. This is just a money grab, and I'm playing the victim. Yeah, it's 247 now, 255. We're growing. Hey, Priscilla. So, yeah. That's how that goes. No matter what I do, I'm in the wrong. I'm lying about it. And it's just a money grab. I'm just trying to be the victim to make you feel bad for me. That's the agenda that they have. And it shows because there's almost 300 people in here now. I don't think I'm that popular. I don't even think I'm popular enough to. Why are these people so obsessed to be 6 a.m. to all hours of the night about me? Probably being streamed right now, to be honest. I'd bet money someone has got. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. An off-camera thing. They're flooding the chat, and they'll start spamming the chat to try to get it blocked. There's no resources here that are available to even get help. You might get a food box every once in a while. There's a couple of places that would help people with utilities, but we're staying in a hotel, so we don't have utilities to get help with. Unfortunately, places that help with hotel places that helps with hotels have stopped doing it because people came in here and tore up some stuff. Yeah, we've been on the list for 9 months for housing in this area, and we just keep getting pushed back. thought we was going to have the meeting tomorrow about housing, and they called and pushed us back. Didn't even give us a date this time to our pushback. Just said we'll have to get back with you, in the future. Nikki, no, not really. Not around here. So many of them are afraid to pay for a hotel because of bad experiences. I mean, Green Check, she's completely right. They will move a single parent up. They will move people with kids up. Getting out of an abusive relationship, they will move those people up ahead of. But Nikki, I have called every one of them around here and can't find any of them. We have a 211. That's what we went through and been on the waiting list for as long as we have been. Yeah, it's not like we haven't tried to get into government housing or affordable housing. Right, Miranda? I mean, but Nikki, they don't. We've got one woman shelter here, and they have a check-in time, I think, of 7 o'clock at night, and the checkout time of 6 in the morning. Men can't stay there. The women can't even have their phones while they're in there. Well, when you've been on a waiting list for 9 months or something, and you just keep getting pushed back, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how much more plain that can actually be said. Listen, I've gotten up and made a list of churches, and I've called every one of them, and they will help with certain things, but they don't help with rent. Just because they do in your area doesn't mean they're going to in my area. Yeah, I mean, there's people who's been waiting longer than us on these lists, and it's just, it's like, okay, I'm gonna say don't be a smart ass to anybody in here, because if you are, you will get blocked. I've called our Catholic church; they won't help. I just sat here and said I had a list. I listed every church in Dyer County and called them. And I'm just saying, I'm not going to put up with no arguments or no one being a smart ass in here. So now we both know what each other said. That would be, we need something like that here. There's nothing. And I'm going to be honest with you. Before this happened to us, I thought, man, I couldn't understand how come people didn't get help and get off the streets and find a place. But there's nothing here that helps with that. We don't have shelters here. We've got one woman shelter. We don't have like 25 tiny homes here would do a lot, you know. Um, we was working. Yeah, I'm not even going back into that. You got 0 followers and you're following nobody. I'm not sitting here arguing with you. So, realize people don't realize that it's not something you go. And I was one of those. Jana, I say your name wrong every time. I know I do. Salvation Army will help you with food once every 60 days and will help you with utilities once a year. Matthews 25:40 will do about the same, and the Union Mission will do about the same. Except the Union Mission will help you once a week with a bag of groceries. It really is. It's the people who's never been in this situation, and I'm telling you, I was ignorant to this type of situation before. I'd seen a guy in town that's like he'd been homeless for years, and I'm like, I don't understand how he's still homeless, but I get it now. I really do. But I was never in the situation to have to understand his situation, but I am now, and I completely get it. It's like when I say this town has no resources, it has no resources. Nikki, the same here. We've stayed in our car several nights. Okay, guys, I'm trying to keep up with everybody. There's almost 700 people in here tonight, and it's getting hard for me to keep up. I'm not going into any discussion about anything about jobs besides I do have interviews coming up. I won't tell when or where for none of them. Leah, we hadn't had to resort to that. Angela's doing pretty good today. Yeah, we do. I mean, one place was like, well, you got to have this and you got to have that, and we had the money back a few months ago to get a house. We thought we did anyway until we started looking for a house, and then it was just unbelievably expensive around here. People wanted you to have 3, sometimes 4 times the amount of your monthly income, or the 3 or 4 times the amount of the rent for your monthly income. Hollywood, you're from the same town we're at, or you're saying that that's your town too doesn't have anything? Dr. Pepper lover, yes it is. Charles, still wrestling for money is not an option. The whole body's done broke down pretty good, and it's not an option. Sharon, I guess I am famous tonight. It's crazy in here right now. I would love to somebody. I've been wanting somebody to teach me day trading for so long. Y'all, I'm trying to catch up with everything. Jelly bean around here they hadn't, because some of them are still requiring 2 and 3, 4 times your income to get a place. They may have been doing that in some places. Okay, Holly, that's what I was wondering. I was just trying to get cleared up on that. Daisy, thank you for the gifts. I wish we had a place close enough to sell plasma. It's roughly, and this is something else that they busted my balls about. The town is about 45 minutes away, and I'm not for sure where it's at in the town. So anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour is the closest place to sell plasma. I'd go in the morning and sell it if I could. I know they do like $100 for plasma. Green check, I would appreciate that. Shoot me a follow. That way we can DM each other and talk about that. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Y'all, I'm about to. There we go. I'm caught up now. 5 times the income, and we went and looked at one. The rent was $1,100. And they wanted 4 times the rent to get it. And Lizard, you was completely right on what you said off screen. They spammed, they flooded the chat to try to spam it, because now we've dropped from 620 something to 117. So if I could get there, I would. I don't have the gas to get there, and I don't trust my car at the moment to get there. I've got a knocking tie rod. I had to replace one that broke on me. Yeah, they didn't. I don't know what the point of running the chat up so high was. They ran it up pretty high, then it just dropped. So, I don't know if that's someone who's smarter on TikTok than I am. Is that what they do? Yeah, I don't want to break down getting there. If the tie rod was fixed, it would only be a gas issue, and I'd go do something and come up with enough money for gas. And explain to me running the numbers up and then dropping them low all of a sudden. What does that do to your... Does that do anything? Is that supposed to be what they do to the chat? Hey, Christoph. Yeah, I remember you, man. DM me. Blizzard might know. I don't know. Running the numbers up and then dropping them low is supposed to be something. I don't know. I know it's 9 o'clock here and that food smells awfully good. Nikki, you're probably right. We would do DoorDash and Spark if I trusted the car more. I've got to get that right side tie rod fixed. Right now, we fixed the left side because it broke completely. The right side is knocking. Okay. I don't know, when it ran up like that, I was like, this is just going to get bad. And then it didn't. So I'm grateful for that. It did move fast there for a minute, and I think I did pretty good answering everybody's questions. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to cook faster because it's smelling good. And I'm hungry.
It's just about done.
Okay. Hey, Sue Disney. Yeah, it got rolling there for a minute. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to 121. I am hungry. I eat about 11 today, and I don't know, Christian. It sounds weird, but I don't know tonight what's for dinner. Sue Disney, it's a crappy night to a crappy day. So at least they both slid in there together and worked out together. So they're really going to have a blast with me in the morning if I get up and what I needed for the room didn't come through, and I got to get on here and hope and pray that someone will help me with the room tomorrow. I try not to get on here and ask unless I absolutely need it, and I think I got help coming. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate that. I don't understand it either. You know, and to be flat out with everything, to be honest and be very transparent, the only thing they really started on me about was borrowed money from somebody and handled paying it back completely wrong. Thought I could pay it back at a certain time and ended up couldn't, and didn't handle the situation very well because I thought, okay, well, this is going to happen tomorrow. I'll have the money to pay them back then. So I'd tell them tomorrow, and then tomorrow didn't happen. And instead of me just going, hey, look, this is what's going on, I handled it in a completely wrong way. I've never denied that. I never once said I didn't. And that's when everybody started coming at me, telling everybody that I'm a liar and I'm a scammer and I'm just a piece of crap and all that stuff. But they're saying it on stuff that I've never denied. If I've asked somebody for help, if I said, hey, can you help me with X amount to go towards our hotel room? That's what it went to. If I said, hey, can you help me with food? And somebody was like, yeah, I got you. We buy 5 for $25 deals at the grocery store, because that's several meals. If I'm out, I'm like, hey, we ain't got nothing to eat. Can y'all help us out? And someone helps us out. That's what it goes to. So that's not the definition of scamming, but they have it in their heads and their minds, and they tell people that. Excuse me, I got the hiccups every once in a while. They tell people that, oh, well, they got the money and they went out to eat. They got money, they went and bought coffee. Angela has a lot of people on here that know she loves coffee. And some of them will be like, hey, are y'all good in y'all's room? We're like, yeah, we're good on the room. We're good on everything. And they're like, well, I'm going to send you $10 for coffee. And they want to know that's what the money went to. They're like, well, I want to make sure you got your coffee. Exactly, Mandy. I took accountability for it, and they're just, ripping me apart. And I started paying the woman back. Like, when they message and they're like, hey, when can you get this back? If you can't pay it all back, send what you can. And I'm like, okay, well, Wednesday, when I get my check, I can send you something. That Wednesday rolled around, I paid them. I paid some of it. Paid them $25 out of the $70. Like, you would think it was a lot. I mean, I know 70 is a lot, in the grand scheme of things. I'm looking at $70 would be wonderful right now because that's our room for another day. But I sent her 25, so I owed her 45. And then the next paycheck rolled around. I'm like, look, I got confused on something. This paycheck's not as good. I'm going to try to do some other work and get you some money. And then they ran to the awareness page. They ran to the awareness page before I even paid them the $25. And so that situation came up. But I'm a bad person because of that. I'm supposed to be everything else. If I'm scamming and lying to somebody, I'm going to say, hey, I need $70 for the room when y'all send me when people find it out of the kindness of their heart to send money to me, I want to take it and spend it on everything but the room. I don't. I would gladly show the receipt of me paying for the room to the person that helps us. And I mean, it's just that simple. I don't think I owe that to anybody else. I don't think these groups are entitled to see that. I don't think these groups are entitled to see my wife's medical records to prove that she's had cancer and that she has seizures. Shelby, I don't know. I don't get it. They don't have the right to see a bottle of meds that has my wife's name on it to show that she's on medicine for seizures. Exactly, Shelby, exactly.
You want to fix this up right before we get back on our meeting?
Okay, Lexi, that's sweet of you. Thank you anyways. They're not, because they don't have, yeah, exactly. Nikki, if someone, I'm just going to use you for example because you said that. Nikki, if you sent me $65 right now for my room, and you said, look, I'm sending you this, but I want to see this is where the money went to. You've got every right for that. Every right to ask that. Tom, Dick, and Harry over here that didn't send anything to help with the room doesn't have the right to ask. I want to see proof for that room. Yeah, exactly. Grandma Jay, they claim that Angela doesn't have seizures and she's never had cancer. I guess she just went and was bored one day and had a hysterectomy for the fun of it. But they want to see proof. That's why. And they think they're entitled for me to show proof of it. So, but guys, she just asked me to fix something to drink for us. So that means food's done. It's 9:15 here. May get back on after a while. If y'all don't see me, thank you, Lexi. Appreciate that. Exactly, Grandma Jay. You guys give me a follow. We'll be back on. Nikki, I didn't even think about that. Exactly, Shorty. They don't just go in and do those surgeries just because you wanted one for one day. But you guys give me a follow. Y'all have a good night. I may not get back on tonight, but y'all may see me in the morning. I hope y'all don't see me in the morning. I really don't. If y'all don't see me in the morning, everything went good. So, but I'm fixing something to drink. I don't know what she fixed, but it smelled really good. Thank you for the finger hearts. And, hey, guys, I will catch y'all down the road. I really got to learn how to hit that button better when I say that. It was nice talking to you too, Shorty.